Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. I'm Devine and today I'm going to be showing you how to curl your own hair with a spring curling iron. Most of you probably just know this as a curling iron as it is the standard type of iron that you'll see at most suppliers, grocery stores, wherever you buy your curling iron. So we're going to start out by clipping up the majority of our hair and starting at the bottom. I am grabbing a relatively large section because I am using a larger barrel. I spritz it with a little bit of a thermal protectant that's going to help protect my hair from the heat of the curling iron as well as help hold the curl. Now as you can see here, when I'm going through and I'm grabbing the hair, I'm not grabbing at the bottom and rolling it up, because if you do that, what's going to happen is the tips of the hair is going to get all the heat, and by the time you roll that curling iron all the way up to the scalp, the hair near the scalp is going to get little to no heat and it's not going to curl as well. Not to mention, if you start out curling the hair towards the ends, those ends are going to get a lot more damaged because of the extra heat. So we're going to start off grabbing the hair in the middle of the shaft and twisting it up. And what I'm doing as I'm twisting it up is I'm loosening the handle on the curling iron just a little bit as I curl it up so that we can wrap the hair around the barrel opposed to just on top of more hair on top of more hair. We actually want to wrap it around the barrel several times and then use that clip to hold it down. Now if you saw my video on using a Marcel iron, it's the same idea, and frankly I feel like it can be a little bit easier with a Marcel, but you can definitely still do it with a spring curling iron as well. Now you can see as I curl it, I start off grabbing the hair, like I said, in the middle, but as I curl it up, that little piece, that tail hanging off, it gets shorter and shorter because, like I said, I'm opening the handle just a little bit in order to allow the hair to slide through, because if you just leave that handle clamped down, you're not going to be able to slide your hair through without pulling it out. Now that we got that bottom section all curled, we are going to take another section. I just part with my fingers. These sections do not have to be perfect. They have to be reasonably even. If you got a couple random pieces, you might accidentally catch them and pull. But it does not have to be perfect. You can use whatever clip or hair tie you have to pin that hair up out of the way. Spritz a little bit more of that thermal protectant. You don't need a whole lot, just enough to put a nice little layer on the hair. And when you go back through and try to comb out any tangles like I am, you just have to be careful not to comb out the curls underneath as well. Now today what I'm trying to create is kind of a loose, soft curl. That's why I'm using a larger barrel and I'm curling away from the face so the curls kind of fall together and just kind of gives my hair a little bit of shape. Now you can kind of use the same technique with a smaller barrel if you want a tighter curl. And when I refer to the barrel, I'm actually talking about the size of the curling iron. I'm using probably about 1.5 inches in diameter right now, but you can get them in all different sizes. And I'm speeding a lot of this up because I'm sure you don't want to watch me curl every single hair on my head. I'm going to leave this part here in because this is the reality of curling your own hair, and don't let anybody tell you any different. You cannot see what you're doing when you're doing the back of your head unless you have an extensive mirror system or some kind of camera setup. I am feeling my way around to find my next piece, and I think I even grabbed a little piece of something that was curled, and it's just going to get recurled because I can't see what I'm doing. So do not get discouraged if you're having a little bit of trouble, especially to begin with, or if you find you have to go back and curl a couple pieces, because that is just the reality of curling your own hair. And all these perfect images and edited videos you see online of people doing it like it's perfect. It's not, because they went through multiple cuts, they had help, this or that. Don't get discouraged if your curls aren't perfect, you're struggling a little bit, or it just takes a little bit of time, because like I said, that is the reality of curling your own hair. Another important thing to note is if you ever get your curling iron stuck in your hair, just unplug it. Don't try to fiddle with the power switch on the curling iron. Don't get all panicked trying to get it out before it's too late. Just unplug the darn thing, and that way you don't need to worry about burning your scalp or burning off your hair because it's applying heat for too long. If you unplug it, it will immediately start cooling down because there's no power going to it, and that is the safest way to go about it because these curling irons can get very, very hot and they can do some serious damage if they touch the skin. And there you have it. There is a fully curled head of hair. You can leave it as is, or you can take your fingers and shake it out a little bit, maybe spritz a little bit more hairspray to help it hold. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment below. Please like and subscribe for more upcoming videos. Thank you and have a fabulous day.